10 years ago, if you were talking to somebody about psychedelics, they would be like, this is for tripping, this is for hallucination, it's a party drug. Today, that concept has changed massively. A lot of people now view psychedelics as the key to mental health for hard-to-treat conditions. I first saw that things like CBD are very, very effective. I was working at a lab and I saw an autistic child take CBD for the first time. And to my surprise, 45 minutes after the kid took the chocolate, the kid started talking normally. One of the things that really stuck out to me was how rare these molecules were. So CBD was roughly $100,000 or more per kilogram. Now imagine if you're extracting something that's only 2 to 3% or 0.5% in the starting material. Of course, that product is going to be very, very expensive.
Back in 2015 when we founded this company, if the average person wanted the regular dosage of CBD, say whatever ailment that they wanted to use it for, they would go broke.
Mental health disorders have become the leading health problem in the world. In my mind, that's when the concept first started, that there's got to be a better way. How can we make medicines that are known to be more therapeutic, more effective than anything else that's out there in the world today, and bring that to the population at large?
When we got started, it was very daunting at the time because cannabis was illegal. And it's similar for the psychedelics. A lot of people did not want to invest in that.
Here's these new molecules that are being discovered. They are better than anything that the pharmaceutical industry has thrown at us, but nobody's commercializing them. We wanted to help people. We wanted to help the world. I had the background in cannabis and analytical testing. Jacob had a background in biochemistry. When me and Jacob were talking about technologies to overcome these issues, biosynthesis was the number one choice. Biosynthesis has been around for thousands of years. Think about beer making. In beer making, you have yeast, you add sugar, the sugar ferments the yeast to make alcohol. We're doing essentially the same thing. The only difference is that we're taking genes of important molecules and we're inserting that into our yeast, allowing the yeast to eat the sugar and ferment that sugar into creating whatever molecule that we're looking for. I call this modern alchemy. We're converting something that's very, very cheap to something that's very expensive, such as psilocybin or CBD. And the advantages don't even just stop at the price. There's no soil to deal with, so there's no heavy metals, there's no pesticides. You don't have to wait for weeks to months for the plant to grow. Think about how efficient something like that would be compared to, let's say, growing hemp plants or cannabis plants. Here, we have a full crop turnover in under 1 week. One of the big problems today with agriculture and how we are making food products, continuing animal husbandry, is the amount of water that it takes. We live here in California. In California, water issues are huge. There's a big drought happening. It's been happening for many, many years. There's a dust bowl because of the lack of water supply. Look at wars and food shortages and climate change. If we don't have a sustainable solution to produce food products and pharmaceutical products, we are going to come up against massive shortages. Imagine being able to cut carbon emissions of the world by up to 90%. We could achieve that. 40 to 50% of all the products made in the world today can be replaced by using biotechnology processes. And what they will do is reduce the carbon footprint, reduce the amount of resources needed, cut the water usage by almost 90%, and they will be a lot cheaper to produce than anything in the world today. It is the most sustainable way to produce pharmaceuticals and food products in the world, period. These global markets are huge. Each one is waiting to be disrupted by new methods of manufacturing. The psychedelic therapeutics market size is projected to reach almost $11 billion, and the food tech market is anticipated to grow to more than $340 billion in 5 years. Demand for cannabinoids is expected to reach $54 billion by 2029. And precision fermentation, well, that's expected to achieve $36 billion in sales by 2030. This is your opportunity to invest in the next generation of biotechnology. CB Therapeutics is backed by the leading investors and accelerators around the world. In 2018, we were backed by Y Combinator, the leading Silicon Valley accelerator. We also have Christian Angenmeyer, the founder of Atai Life Sciences and the leading psychedelics investor and founder in the world. And we're now backed by Metaplanet Holdings, 3KVC, and many others. Right now, we are sitting in our brand new 16,000 square foot facility in Carlsbad and has all the amenities needed for all the experiments that we're working on. We have built an amazing team, collectively has more than a century of synthetic biology experience. In fact, we were the first private company in the world to develop psychedelic therapeutics from yeast. and continue to advance the development and manufacturing of the next generation of mental wellness molecules for medical clinical trials. Our patents portfolio is broad and growing. We have 7 granted patents and 13 pending. Our intellectual property ensures our distinct competitive advantage in proprietary precision fermentation processes and methodology. So this is why we're talking to you today. To meet the demand for our synthetic biology platform from our various customers, we are looking to raise $1 million, which will allow us to expand the current platform by buying more equipment and onboarding additional personnel. The time to invest and figure out these technologies is today. We want to be able to deploy our technology around the world to help the hundreds of millions of people that are in need of clean food and clean pharmaceutical molecules. Please go to www.cbthera.com where you can learn more about this investment opportunity.